What's up, peoples? I is back on my live stream, doing my thing, chilling, minding my business. Check this out. This live stream. Oh wait, it's been a minute, yo. A whole bunch of craziness went down. Like, uh, some doofus troopers got my channel blocked up. Then I had to call the senators to get my channel unblocked. And then uh, my channel got unblocked. So now I could post again. But it was like sooner than expected. And then I just stayed off for a minute because I was like trying to do some like, I don't know, soul searching. There you go. I was soul searching my soul because I had some problems, man. And let me see. This live stream is called PFAs and Cease and Desist. And we need to file that ish. So, the PFA, right? Protection from abuse. So we got to use that lingo because somehow it's not in the government law books, right? Against politicians that's literally trying to genocide it on you, which is abusive. And somehow they are protected by policy failure excuses. So it's like you could brush that shit off and they don't get held accountable. So it's PFA, right? And there's multiple victims. So Trump, Mr. Pedophile President Donald J. Trump, he is, well, he did something really bad during his first term, and he knew what he was trying to do. So he's accomplishing what he wanted when he got his second term back to back. So right now he's accomplishing it, but it's off. So we stabilized it for 4 years with Biden from the damages he did in his first term, and now he achieved the greatest thing he's ever achieved in his life. World domination, full control of the United States administration, and he can do whatever the hell he wants. He can basically slow down the airports so his little chomo buddies can traffic their friends. I mean, yeah, they can transport other people's kids with their friends through the airports because nobody can see them and them sneaking kids in and out of states and across the country and across the world. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why Chomo Donald wanted his full control Congress, right? So yeah, this is abusive. So the people are the first victims. We the people. And we need a PFA, so protection from abuse, right? So what are we applying this protection from abuse to? So down in the gutter, we'll call it city politics, because you got city, state, and federal. Down in the gutter, we are applying protection from abuse against the light company, the water company, the gas company, the IRS, and the mayor and the sheriff's department, and they're gunning their badges and all that bullshit because what's going on, it's entrapment, right? Presidential entrapment by Donald Chomo Trump. So then technically we're supposed to file a civil lawsuit or a class action lawsuit against all these agencies for this abusive weirdness that's taking place against us because we are victims of stupidity. So all these idiots graduated their college or whatever, cum laude and all of that, and they're still fucking stupid. So they're morons with master's degrees, right? So uh, the PFA, right? That would be a massive lawsuit situation, and we can't do that because it's too expensive. That's what Trump wanted. So he's like trying to pack the courts and all of that. So what we do is we have to do a global bailout, global settlement, and the new funds that we're going to be able to perceive that we're expected to get, we're just going to accept those as the people down below. So on top of that, all the agencies, the water department, the gas company, the light company, the sheriff department, the mayor's office, the city council people, all of them are victims, right? So they also have to sue Donald J. Trump, right? For some kind of like judicial power when they sue Donald Trump. So they're all waiting on the election process, and that takes forever. But Donald Trump, in his brain, he already set up the economy to where a lot of people are going to die or go into civil war from chaos, anger, fear, starvation, and all of that. And that's what he's expecting. He cut the food stamps, right, lower while making inflation higher so people can't get food. And he's intentionally doing these criminal activities against innocent people. And if you go to the United Nations, that's considered war crimes and genocides, right? So we need PFAs. So the city government, obviously, they can't say, hey, you, United States Treasury, that we buy up loans, we deserve a civil lawsuit because we are the mayor. And you will pay us so we could pay our people. That doesn't seem right. If the city level government does it on its own, but if the people do the class action lawsuit, you could see the paper trail and all of that, and you know it will all make sense. So that's PFA. The next one is a cease and desist. So what are we ceasing? What are we desisting or desist? Whatever. You know, talk to a lawyer. So the cease and desist is basically a stop. Like cut it out. Don't do this shit, right? So us as the victims, we already got scammed out of a lot of money, right? So let's say if you're in poverty, let's say you're entitled to a settlement of $7 an hour, 40 hours a week for the past 8 years, you are out of all of that money because Trump was running from the cops, right, as the president. So he snuck his little sneaky ass way into the office of the United States, and he's just holding it hostage. So, yeah, so what we need to stop is it's like a bill collection process. So it's like a bill collector, debt collector, or the company or whatever. IRS has one, which is the IRS. The water, the lights, the gas. These are all things we need to survive. We got to cook our food. We got to drink water, shower, you know. So, yeah, they need to stop claiming that we owe them this money. And the city needs to sue the federal government. But technically they don't because it's a hostage situation. So I could like work in the background and basically the city could just like get the money without suing, but they also have to sue to get it on paper and document it. So, yeah. The settlement is that the company that's owed the money, because there's wages, there's 401ks, retirements and all of that. Uh, oh, pensions. That's going to get the money funded based on retrospective money that's owed. So we're going to like print the money and prop up these accounts across the entire United States for all the cities and the people. So now those companies, they're not going to come after the people for money that's owed, and they can still pay their pensions, their 401ks, and it's balanced out and stuff like that. So the Great Depression that Trump is trying to, I guess, bear down on the people is not going to happen. And what's crazy is he's going to pass away in a short amount of time, and we fixed his damages, so he's looking like the idiot. He's the doofus one. So, yeah. And now we got to go into this IRS. So the same thing got to apply to the IRS. The IRS got to get their money and they got to stop sending out these damn letters because the money is located in the city treasury. I keep telling these dumbass politicians how to get it, where to get it, what to do, and they're just fucking stupid. They look at me like I'm stupid, and they need to stop sending these letters to these people. So the people, they don't owe the IRS. People are not late on their bill. The IRS just needs to balance their budget. And then once we get all these four sectors or, economic sectors stabilized, we can move into rescue operations globally. So we got to cancel out the civil war that's taking place here in America. And once that gets canceled out, everything is easy breezy. So, yeah, that should be it for this live stream. So let me test it out and see what's going on. EJ Wiley, got to go.